forget to breathe. Just forget the world underneath the stars. I am here with you. Flying like this with you. All the worries gone forever. In this moment, I am here with you.
Good morning, my little adventurers. How are we all doing today? Sunday, it's a normal stream day, therefore it's, well, back to normal, really. More adventuring. Gonna try and finish up. Let me quieten that down, because that's a bit loud, and start up the game. Gonna try and finish up Cayne today. And if I can finish it up, I'm gonna make a start on the reboot of King's Quest. That's a little bit loud. Yeah, the reboot of King's Quest. King's Quest originally by Sierra, designed by Roberta Williams. She designed all of them. She's the co-founder of Sierra, designed all the King's Quest games. Old point and click adventure games, and they were really good. Very funny. Light-hearted and stuff. And yeah, she had nothing to do with the remake or reboot. I'll say that now, but still, it looks fun. I've only played a little bit, so I'm going to just start it again. Start on chapter 1. It was an episodic one. I think it's 5 chapters. But let's concentrate on Cayne first. See if we can get that finished up. Hopefully it's saved. I mean, even it was just yesterday, and I can't remember what I was doing. I have that problem. It's age. Right, I got a photo from there. What have I got in my? I've got a whip, memory tool, my blade. I got a blank PDT, and I've got that glossy photo, the voice recorder which I've listened to. Stripper pole I was going to use as a lever. Does this PDA have any useful information? Oh, I don't think I read any of these because there's a lot of them. So why not? Let's start a game, start a session with a lot of reading. So excuse me while I read. Daddy is anxious. He won't admit it, but I think the idea of having Cayne in stasis here bothers him. He knows his work is coming along slowly. He's scared to fail in his holy light, but knows that he will. Poor Daddy. Oh, that's Sharon. I'm sure it's her temptation that is leading my daddy to failure. She keeps him from punishing himself like he should. She scolds me for calling him Daddy, because she thinks I'm too old. Excuse me, but I was raised with a little thing called values. Besides, she wants me to call her Mom. Double standards, right? Joseph is so special. Do you ever feel like something is just meant to be? It's such a tacky feeling to describe, but it's true. It's cliche for a reason. How can you have nostalgia over someone you just saw a couple of minutes ago? I don't know. It's the best feeling in the world. Babysitting Samantha's brood is easier when I know I can go see him afterward. Ugh. Another day, another load of brood gas harvested. I understand that we need to keep Samantha calm, but it's such a pain to watch her oversized maggots. Of course, why bother with the gas when we can just stick Sharon in there to calm her down just as well? They look about the same anyway. Did I mention how much I hate working with this bitch? It's bad enough that she's screwing my daddy, but I have to work with her every single fucking day. Time to vent. I've really been thinking about how Samantha only lets Sharon handle her. It pisses me off no end. Joseph could cheat on me and I'd still be angrier about Sharon and her stupid lopsided face. I wish that witch would stop trying to micromanage my family. The 1st of May is always so romantic. Spring is here. I mean, it probably is somewhere or other. There aren't really seasons here. Sometimes the atmospheric controls break and tries to either freeze or burn us to death. That counts as seasons, I think. It's a tough life. Nothing can ever just be okay, you know? If somebody isn't sick, you can bet they're tired, or hungry, or stressed out. There's nowhere I'd rather be, though. Most people don't get to live with their daddy forever, much less a 5-minute walk from their perfect boyfriend. Plus, I'm working for a righteous cause. It's all worth it. Ew, fungus. They say it's all inside the ventilation system, and now it's starting to settle on the outside of the vent. Maybe that's why everyone's got food poisoning. How long has this stuff been around? Smells like old feet. Work's getting even harder for Daddy now this fungus is everywhere. I have just the thing though. I can make sure Dr. Adams doesn't use this as an opportunity to get ahead. Tonight I'll level the playing field. Joseph likes to bring me into Adam's workspace when we get really romantic. I'm sure he won't notice if some information gets deleted, right? Sharon says her face is so disfigured because she had a stroke and lost control of the muscles that are supposed to hold the right side of it together. I'd have a stroke too, if I had to live knowing that I was such a helpless idiot. Except I'd do the right thing and just off myself so that the rest of the gene pool didn't have to deal with me. That's kind of dark. It's been a really long time since Daddy's told me about a story about Mummy. When I was a teenager, he'd put me to sleep every night with a story about the two of them before I was born and how happy they were. He denies it, but I think her death has a lot to do with his decision to practice medicine. Now, though, he insists that it was his calling from Cayne since he was a child, and that Mummy was just an insignificant cog in the machine of life. I understand everyone copes differently. There's a lot. So this is October 23rd, and then there's a lot in December. Dr. Adams has done it. He's mapped Cayne's mind into a new host. No rejection. This isn't how it's supposed to happen. Daddy just needs more time. I've rewritten the results and updated on the ARM computer with Joseph's login details, but I'm not sure how long I can keep this up. Cayne, help us all. Joseph struck me hard across the face. Does he know that I've been sabotaging their research? He called me Grublina while he ravaged me with some over-the-knee spanking and whips lightly across my back. What? Does he still love me? Oh, I know he does. It's a blessing from Cayne. Samantha broke free today and killed 5 security guards. Why is this good? I managed to sneak over to Ralph during the commotion and print a PDT. I used Joseph's high-level security clearance details. Also managed to grab a blank one. I'll save it for a rainy day. Daddy hasn't slept in 3 whole days. He barely eats. And what has Sharon done? She's distracted him. He needs to focus on Cayne. Maybe it's time I finally give her what she deserves. Joseph has been cold toward me, despite me submitting to another beating and some light strangulation. Bueno and I are over. Bastard. He admitted to me that Adams paid him earlier this year to fuck a young girl. Was she prettier than me? Does she believe that pain is pleasure? No. No, this cannot continue. I'll lure Sharon over to Samantha's cell and use Joseph's PDT to release Samantha on her. Just need a little human flesh to get the broodlings buzzing, and Samantha will do the rest. With the security thinned after the incident, nobody will ever find out. Even if they do figure it out, Joseph will get the blame. This is it. The power has just turned off for maintenance or something. I've decided to take care of that Sharon, and then I can set things straight for Daddy. Praise be to Cayne. Praise be to Cayne. Praise be to Cayne. Praise be to Cayne. She's a little screwy. Right, I picked up an empty PDT. Shattered picture frame. Personal terminal. Burned out circuitry smoulders behind the smashed screen. Damaged radio blares a static tune. Sterile polyester vignettes of some other place at some other time. Romance novels. Titles like The Bride of the Omniverse, Cosmonaut's Mistress, and An Interstellar Scandal are still legible through the blots of gore. Blood-covered sheets have dried like a scab over the bunk. I think I've got everything from here. Not that I know what I'm doing here. I can't read this PDA because I can't get up past this. These are all locked. Layers of ash on the floor resemble a thick carpet. Anything else I can click on? I mean, all these doors are locked, so... I can't get to the PDA, so I'll go back this way.
Tunes from my own personal collection.
That voice.
Relax and let the Broseph take you to a better place.
Okay, what we got here? We've got the boombox. Retro cassette tape is loaded into the deck. The icon suggests I can interact with it. But when I go to do that, nothing happens. So maybe I need to use...
No, sister.
Not that then. What about my blade? My trusty blade?
Maybe if I jam it in? On second thought, I'm getting desperate.
What about if I use the... Aha.
Voice file captured.
Can I get a JOSEPH?
Oh, voice recorder's been updated. But what does that actually do? The voice recording device contains a voice sample of Joseph Bueno.
I'm gonna light pants on fire.
Okay, I'm not sure what I do with that, but great.
Drinks on me. Tell them Wayne sent you.
It's a PDT printer room, birthing lab. Thing. Well, I don't have the code to get through here, so let's go check the random rooms, the other rooms that I've unlocked. If there's anything else I need to do in them. Stained floor. An old plasma and unrecognizable stains have formed an interesting patina on the metal floor. Sort of have to reorientate myself from yesterday, where I actually was. Did I read this PDA? I think I did. Yeah, itchy nose. What does that mean? Am I turning into money or something? Yeah, I read all this, but was there any important information? Don't think there was any important information in here. But I did read it yesterday, so I'm not going to reread it again. If you're interested in me reading it, go and watch yesterday's VOD. Otherwise, I will just quickly go through and see if there's any codes or anything I need. Don't think there is. Warned him not to get close. Flesh is weak. Romantic dinner. Stuff gone missing. I don't think there's anything important. And I'm probably completely wrong. This lever pulled up this giant womb thing. Odd. But I do have... There's a floating corpse, mangled PDT clings to the spinal cord, but I can't get to it. So... straining harness tattered. Thermonylon strapping and mangled clamps dangle ominously from the massive reinforced steel frame. I think I need or want to get to this creature or person. I say. Let's try my stripper pole and the broken lever mechanisms. Give that a go.
If I turn it around, it might fit. Maybe if I jam it in. On second thought, that won't work.
Maybe if I use... Can I use my... Does it just need to be... Yeah, hold on. Let's try this. Use the blade on the stripper pole to change the pole somehow. Turned it into a makeshift lever. Okay. Yes, that worked. Okay. Pull the lever.
Holy Toledo. What's the worst that could happen? I'll be darned. Like cracking open a lobster. I think I'm gonna hurl.
Never did like seafood.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I think I'll be giving it a skip going forward.
Right, now I can interact with the corpse. Maybe get the PDT from the back.
I can do this. Woo!
Oh. Ooh. It's disgusting. Right, now where am I? Okay, this is a completely new... Where am I? Oh, there I am. Doing quite well for a pregnant lady.
That was nasty.
Right, kneeling stone. Oh, my nose itches. Kneeling stone idol. A mouldering monument to humanity's many sins. Stasis pod. The chef d'oeuvre. Oh, my French is rubbish. Of this perverse tableau, a limp body slouches between the cables and circuitry of its life support apparatus. Pale, delicate threads of lichen cling to its hands and knees, like some torpid corruption of the flesh. I'm gonna have to interact with something because there's a dark silence hangs in the air. Sorry, I'm about to burp. Grasping hands, the crumbling fingers seem almost hesitant, perhaps with pious wonder about the status pod. Let's go have another look at the status pod then. Closer look.
Speak of the devil.
That must be
You
Cayne.
see,
Cayne. I think this is Henry Cayne.
Hendry is dead.
Well, hallelujah then. He's here.
Alive?
In stasis. Yes, yes. I know you're in there. Trust me. I know. You don't have to remind me. I can feel you, all right?
I still don't know who she's talking to. Well, I mean, obviously in that case she was talking to the child, but the voice, I don't know who the voice is. Iron candelabras, the flames wither and wane in the stale air. Kneeling children, even the innocent must grovel in this obscene beatitude. Cryo control panel. This terminal controls and regulates the stasis pod. Henry Cayne, sallow skin bulges around 1,000 gossamer scars, the surgical seams of this patchwork messiah. Prostrate human effigies. Rapturous faces gaze into the light, praying for grace and absolution that will never come. I guess what I'm going to have to do is... Can I look at the children more closely, or the candles? I'm going to have to interact with the control panel, aren't I? I don't know if I want to let him, like, bring him out.
Oh, relax. It'll take months for you to thaw out.
Hello, what just happened? I've got a broken PDT, a blank PDT, and a cryo unit. Okay, cryo unit. A heavy duty cryo unit for the regulation of cryostasis. Okay. I don't like the fact that there's an alarm. Ooh, the door's open though, so I'm gonna make like a tree and leave. Right, what's down here? These are the grubs that are all... I need to... Any clues in here? Habitat humidity reduced from 84 RH to the 5-12-hour hibernation cycle. So is that like their normal humidity? Because there was an icon on the door here. This display primitively summarizes the current temperature, humidity, toxicity, and other status levels of specimen habitat. Temperature, humidity. So, grub habitat. I've gone into the crew facilities. Yes. 84 RH. Is that maybe how I think I need to wake them up maybe at some point? Don't do anything just yet. But I think. Hello. That door was open. But that's the cryo thing. I just came in that way. No. Crew facilities, PDT printer room. I think I have the things that I need to print PDT. This gave me a secret achievement. But I don't know what it means. And the fuse box will go in here.
Brains.
Oh, I think I've read this PDA, but I can't remember if there was anything important on it. Like a code or something. If I've got... Oh, hang on. I've got the humidity levels for the grubs. I still need the temperature levels. And need to figure out how to set them. Is anything in here? Temperature, maybe? I have read this, so I'm not going to read it. Ah, here we go. But I suspect it's pretty petty revenge for that. Right, with the temperature now kept below the habitat's usual 95 degrees. So 84 on the humidity, 95 on the temperature. But I need to figure out how to set it.
Hi, friend. I'm Ralph. Let's print a PDT together.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Do I need to actually... I've got a blank PDT.
Blank PDT accepted.
That fits nicely.
Okay, so a cryo regulator, which is what I picked up.
Cryo regulator accepted.
Defrosted.
Oh. Okay, a PDT template. This PDT is treated with blood and smashed beyond repair, but the data storage might still work. If I use that? I think that's a yes.
Template PDT accepted.
Awesome. Glad I don't have to touch that again.
Printing. Oh, wonderful. Your PDT has been printed. Oopsie. An incorrect cryoregulator has been used. An overload is imminent. Goodbye.
Alright, what does that actually mean? What? Okay. That means it explodes in my face. That game over? Oh no, I've set more fires.
Okay. The security system is reset. The elevator should be open and I have a PDT.
Excellent. Yes! I can hear the alert. You must be close.
But I don't know what to do about the monster. And there's another force field. Right, that's open. Does this mean someone's in here now? Brain emulation. That was the last one, wasn't it? Alright, let's go into...
No, I can't.
Can't
What's
what?
wrong?
The barrier is torn to pieces.
Be vigilant, Hadley. I'm counting on you.
Okay, that means the monster from behind the elevator
do this.
is back.
You're doing it.
Or not back, is out.
Hadley, my dearest little girl, my sweet creature. You're alive.
Who dat?
Do you know me?
Know you? Oh, my girl.
Who's
I know
that?
you better than you know yourself right now.
Oh.
atoms will suffice.
Hadley, you need to go.
No.
And how is the masterpiece inside of you? Healthy, I hope. Growing quickly now, I'm sure. It's nearly time.
What do you mean?
Our baby, Hadley.
Don't talk about my baby. Why did you take me?
You were the right person in the right place at the right
Oh.
time.
Can you help me get out of here?
Trust him.
Out of here. Don't worry about getting out. Security will be here soon. They'll set this all right. Just come. Wait here. This is the safest room in the facility. Here.
I don't think so.
Closer to me.
I don't think so.
No, exactly. But who is that talking to me? Okay, we've got lacerated flooring panels. The damage has exposed a section of the maintenance system. Bent flooring panels. Clutter of displaced tiles that looks like they've been rusted up from below. Pushed up from below, should I say. Fire suppression foam. Noxious vapors still seep from the glutinous muck. Okay, let's read that PDA before I do anything else.
I'm afraid that most of that information may be a little above your head.
Tempted to stick around just to see this place burn.
Okay, the Day of Love. Not that it means much to a senescent bachelor like me, but oh, an old man can dream, can he not? Old men have nothing but dreams to keep them awake in the sleepy, languorous twilight of their years, one might suppose. And a dream of love is a salve on this chap's unrealized passion, his grief, his regret. My work in the facility is a different matter entirely, however. Cayne has already been delivered it to us in stasis, and I still haven't succeeded with even a single subject. A most exasperating problem indeed. Not least as this would be the start of my own ambitions, my own renaissance. Dr. Mallin's research has demonstrated that consciousness is nothing more than a program, a set of equations and instructions and conditional arguments. It can be replicated and it can be transplanted, but much like the body's immune response may reject a transplanted limb, so the body's most basic neural encoding, its inherent sense of self, or what Freud called the id, may also reject a transplanted consciousness. The question is how to suppress that encoding, how to suppress, perhaps, the human soul itself. Now here's an intriguing coincidence. I've discovered that a recent but otherwise bureaucratically insignificant employee in the facility is related to Cayne. The genealogy is tenuous, but definitely established. Could a genetic component be the solution to our problem? Acquisition could be precarious, but a man finds luck where opportunity and preparation meet, and this man could use a bit of luck. I have an opportunity, so now to prepare. Hank is mostly my fault. I'm afraid of the calendar, I told him this morning. Why, he asked. Because its days are numbered, I replied. Then I had to explain the joke, because Hank is not exactly the most socially sophisticated boy. He's not exactly the most ordinary boy. I should have disposed of him with his host, I know, but I'm maudlin, and besides, I'd always wanted a child. I'd always wanted to be a dad. I named him after my own late father, a man I confess I despised for reasons too numerous and humiliating to disclose here, but my colleagues in the lab called him the hobo. I should probably be insulted on his behalf. I'm not sure I blame them. He might be a kind of ersatz son, but he's undeniably peculiar. Much like me. Since adolescence, I've been fascinated, no, consumed, by the prospect of incorporation, of two people merging, absorbing, and coalescing with each other, becoming one. It's obviously been a tremendous motivation for my ongoing research at the facility, but it's also profoundly personal. If I could transplant an adult's consciousness with an infant subject, it must be possible, with some recalibration, no doubt, but fundamentally not a dissimilar process in theory, to transplant an adult's consciousness with another adult. It would certainly preclude the vulgar taboo, grisly mess, and dubiously esoteric prospects of old-fashioned cannibalism anyway. And Joseph is the sort of man I'd always wished I could be. Elegant, charismatic, generously endowed. I mean, I assume he's generously endowed. Kern's project is absurd. The regrowth of organs is only a temporary solution to the permanent problem of inevitable infirmity, and a most impractical one. Sooner or later, the body itself must be replaced. Whatever his pious pretensions and shrieks of heresy, he can worship Cayne all he wants, but science is, as they say, a non-profit organisation. Cayne is a client, even if he does technically pay our salaries. Our work here is not some occult apostolic devotion. It is legitimate, if maybe not entirely ethical, I'll concede. Medical research for the future prosperity of humanity, or the future prosperity of our facility, in Ralph's case. We're all about maximising efficiency over here, and we didn't need a health and fitness officer when everybody who works in the lab is already a medical professional. In the meantime, progress on my own special order is exceeding expectations. Joseph has proven rather more resourceful than I first imagined, although I'll claim the credit for his extraordinary virility. I started contriving arrangements for the host's transfer to my lab within the next 2 months or so, with final delivery scheduled just in time for the ho-ho holidays. Oh, Dr. Adams, for me. You shouldn't have. We've had a series of accidents in the lab. Actually, I suspect sabotage of some sort. I found some discrepancies in our security access logs. The joke's on whomever is responsible, because the early termination of our last 2 host batches has provided a convenient subterfuge for the requisition of my own special order. Now I can watch it on the ultrasound monitor 24 hours a day. All other priorities rescinded. Reports of an emergency situation elsewhere in the facility, although the details are infuriatingly, if unexpectedly, ambiguous. As per official company protocol, I've started the arduous process of backing up my lab work. But if a full evacuation is called, I could lose the most crucial progress I've made on the project. Progress which has, in fact, come almost to full term. He's talking about my baby, isn't he? Let's have a look at this lacerated floor panel. I don't know if I want to let this dude out. Oh, what I get? Fire suppression
What's
center.
that thing out there?
Samantha, a grotesque violation of genetics, but she is locked away. Joseph managed to lure her behind the loading fence. Quite the action hero, our Joseph. He did die rather spectacularly.
The fence has been ripped open, and your experiment is going to tear us all to pieces.
No. All 3 of us will be safe very soon. Then we can carry on where we left off.
I said don't talk about my baby.
Okay. Dr. Adams, wheezing obscenely with every breath, he watches Hadley with a smug, sanctimonious sneer. Can I go have a look at him more closely? Force field. The plasma ionizes the air and forms an impenetrable hexagonal barrier of energy. Sizzling fire flames lick at the sides of the surgical apparatus, leaving sooty streaks in the melting plastic. So I've now got synthetic hydrocarbon-based high-expansion gel. I know what I can do with that, I think.
Hadley, you can't leave me.
I can. Watch me. Where was it, though? Was it in... I think it was in the birthing lab nexus. I'm looking for... maybe it wasn't the birthing lab next. I'm looking for the section that had the burning elevator in the middle. Maybe it was crew facilities. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I'm gonna light your hands on fire with pure sensual energy. Oh,
Yeah, here it is. Okay. Need to turn this fire. Turn it off. Put it out.
Excellent. And I totally knew it was going to do that.
No, you didn't. It's sort of... When it sort of blew up, inclined metal floor, an incredible force has bent the platform.
Nothing. I think that's what scares me.
She's sort of creeping over it.
The idea that when we die, there's just nothing.
It's not nothing. Sounds like you have a life most are envious of. You have kids, right? A real family. Like people know you exist. Real life. Some of us never got off the starting line.
You will have a family soon.
When I die, I want to leave something behind. You have that. I have student debt and a gold.
She's talking to this guy, this voice.
The child inside of you.
This
Like,
baby deserves
she
more than
knows
that.
who it is, but at no time has it been explained who this voice is.
Me. A family, a home, a future.
Right, so I've got a ripped open door and a PDA. Obviously, I'm going to read the PDA first before going through the door. Joseph Bueno.
Jerk! What the hell was I thinking?
I don't even want to know what happened in the lab. Keep a bunch of pregnant bitches locked up in one place long enough and shit's going to go down. Everybody knows that, but with Cayne arriving next month, and now this fucking disaster, security is getting tighter than my glutes on a leg day. Lol. Gotta use that line at the interdepartmental mixer later. Between this, my new skincare regime, and that, baby, let's make like a DNA helicase and unzip these jeans t-shirt, those sluts from the organ grinder are gonna be slipping and sliding off their seats. The views expressed in this game are not the views of me, the streamer. It's just characterization. I hit the jackpot. Hit it, but didn't quit it. You know what I mean? Wink, wink, smiley face. Gonna keep this plate spinning because her name's Julia Kern, and she's only, wait for it, Professor Kern's daughter and his assistant. She's a solid 6.8 out of 10. Maybe even a 7.1 if she'd shut the fuck up. Nice deltoids. More importantly, though, he's in charge of Samantha and her grubs. I play this right, and I've got free tickets to the organ grinder's petting zoo whenever I want. More like heavy petting zoo. Major threesome potential. Lol. Maybe. But seriously, this is just what you've been waiting for, Brosif. I might even get to cop a feel of Samantha. It's like, just thinking about it is getting me so hot. The new batch of hosts is going to feel that burn tomorrow. Got some annoying new guy bothering us in the lab about the facility's new perpetual quantum power system. Danny something or other. Total beta. He's even got a fucking pet bird. Had to sit through a whole presentation about... shit, I don't know. I don't pay attention to chumps. I was too busy dreaming about the nasty things I'm going to do with Samantha. Julia gave me the grand tour around the organ grinder yesterday. I noticed a spare larvae in the incubation canister in one of the storerooms. A bit busted up. I think I could fix it. The real problem is liberating some of those grubs. But just imagine I could grow my very own sexy mermaid monster. Maybe I could even put in a requisition to Cayne Tech for an extra orifice mod. Lol. In the meantime, though, I've been cooking up a new sedative mix for the lab hosts to keep them nice and compliant, but also just a bit awake, you know? Low enough consciousness to keep the EEG normal, but high enough that they know when I'm working on my special project. Gotta keep myself busy, you know? There's something wrong with the food. I swear. People are shitting out of their eyes. Told one of the interns that Danny's been dosing the rations with radioactive goo because fuck that guy and his dumbass bird. And it's totally the kind of thing a beta loser like him would do for attention anyway. What the fuck is up with his cheese diet? Sure enough, everybody was blaming that arsehole in about 2 hours. Lol. Managed to grab that larvae incubator and 2 grubs while everyone else in the lab was cramming the toilets. So, hello, Grubettes and Grublina. Winky face, winky face, winky face. Adams paid me to hook up. Have you ever thought, in all these sorts of games, whether it's first-person shooters, the single-player ones, not the multiplayer ones, but action adventures, first-person shooters, all these sorts of games, have you ever wondered why people write down their innermost thoughts like a diary and then just leave them around? And they put things like passwords to access safes and shit. Anyhow, Adams paid me to hook up with some chick off site last night. Gave me a bunch of performance enhancement pills. Like this sexual tyrannosaurus needs it, lol. And I had to get video proof and everything. He was very insistent about that. I didn't know he was into that kinky voyeur shit. Actually, I kind of thought he was into me. That old creeper eyeballs me like constantly. Does that make me some kind of like hot wife, but a dude version? Is that gay? Whatever. It's cash in the bank and Julia won't ever find out. Like we didn't already have enough shit stains around the facility, Cayne has sent us a fucking health and fitness officer to sort out the food problem. Instead of sending us more food, what the hell are those corporates smoking in the boardroom? Because I could use some of that. Shit's been fucking crazy. First, the arm malfunctions in the lab. Don't know what the deal is there, but we've had eggheads coming in and out at all hours trying to fix it. We've lost 2 shipments of hosts. On the other hand, it's pushed us behind schedule. On the one hand, it's pushed us behind schedule, but on the other, the bruises on those whores were starting to show. Now I've got a whole fresh canvas for my art, winky face. And hey, remember Ralph? Yeah, Ralph's out, technically. It was kind of decided he'd be more useful as the PDT printer's new CPU, and nobody else was more fit or healthy for the position. Lol. Now Ralph's doing some real work for the company, and nobody has to worry about logging their macros and carbs and whatever. And I monitor my own anyway. Oh, and somebody found a thing in atmospherics, like some kind of puppet made of rotting body parts. I'm sure it's the hobo's girlfriend or some shit. Lol. I guess some guys got to get it where they can. And let's be honest, who am I to judge? Last but not least, I think Grublina might be pregnant. Yeah, she's definitely getting fatter. And not just because she fucking ate Grubette. For reals. That is a thing that legit happened. Gnawed at her carcass for like a whole week. And her boobs are getting huge. Little punishment and they spew grub milk everywhere. It's actually kind of hot, but gross. But also hot. This is seriously weird. And I feel kind of creepy just reading it. Julia is beginning to irritate the shit out of me. Since when are a few bruises not a sign of love? A few. Lol. Chivalry when they like it, and sexism when they don't. Smiley face. Dude, I'm totally the new resident DJ in the crew lounge. My sexy tunes are making the bitches hot for a brosif meetup. Get it? I've put my playlist on repeat in the vintage boombox. Pussy magnet. Some kind of emergency drill with the elevator. Don't know what it's about, but it's serious. Ugh. Now somebody's fucking screaming in the corridor. Gotta go, bruh. He's not a nice fellow, is he? Go in the ripped open door. See what's in here.
This room is much smaller than the other.
Maybe he drew the short straw.
This isn't the only small thing he has.
Right, what have we got? We've got some junk, pile of discarded junk. Nothing stands out as remarkable. The painted portrait, returning some holodiscs by JB, is scribbled in the corner. Personal safe. A heavy-duty electronic safe with a biometric scanner. Right, so when I hover over this, it gives me an exit like it's a door. Ripped up bed sheets. The reckless disarray suggests somebody was looking for something. Destroyed personal terminal. Whatever might have been useful, it's wiped out now. Yeah, there's definitely something back here, like an exit or something. Have a look at this safe. DNA sample required. Yeah, do I have anything? Can I use that on the safe? It's got existing.
DNA accepted.
That's a yes then. Voice imprint required. Oh, okay, I got a voice imprint of that.
Voice playback.
Sit back and relax and let the bro stuff take you to a better place. Can I get a JOSEPH?
Voice input accepted.
Hello there.
This place keeps getting stranger.
I found a secret room. Let's check this bad boy out. See what's in here. Ugh.
Oh dear. Can you understand me?
That's...
Do you need
Ugh.
at a loss for words.
What the hell is that? Its mouth sucks wetly at the stale air, bloated teats heaving ponderously above a clammy, desultory accumulation of limb-like appendages that clatter and scramble against the metal pen. Grimy yellow mattress. A damp, mildewy stink emanates from the blankets. Stripped down substructure. Panels have been removed from the walls to maximize space in the cramped annex, exposing dusty insulation and cabling. Ooh, incubation canister. An empty specimen containment device. I'll have that. Might need that for a grub. I guess my next thing is to interact with the fleshy creature. I don't know if I want to do this. Okay, what? I'm gonna need to use something. An unoccupied specimen containment device with built-in life support feeding systems. I think from one of the PDAs that I read earlier, I need flesh for the grubs. Do I get flesh from this thing?
Hadley, are you on drugs?
No. Okay. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna try whipping it. Oh god, that's correct. Oh.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
I don't have the stomach for this.
thick, milky pink fluid, musty, gelatinous discharge seeps from its abdominal ducts with each ragged breath. Oh, disgusting. Can I put that in there? Yeah, okay. Now I think I can get grubs. I need to figure out how to set the temperature and humidity. Oh, that's disgusting. I think I need to set the temperature and humidity for the grubs. Need to figure out how to do that. this still locked? I've got a corridor here that I can't get to. Is that the next thing I need to do then, is get grubs? Or a grub? Right, tiptoe.
Don't want to take the phrase bun in the oven too literally.
Right, do this. Right, she's three. True. No, I've gone through the wrong entrance. Exit. Door. This door. And then out through this door. Earthing lab. I think that's the right place to go. And then here, still need to work out how to set the temperature and humidity. But I think if I put the specimen canister on the retrieving platform.
Hibernation in progress.
Okay, so I definitely need to set the humidity and temperature, but how? Right, the terminal had this atmospheric and environmental control. Maybe I need to find... This is grub habitat. I need to find atmospheric and environmental control. Where was that? I don't remember seeing it. There's no terminal in here. There's the burning one, but I can't do anything about that. Atmospheric and environmental controls. Where could that be? I think this is the cryostasis chamber. Certainly is, so that's not where I'm going. Atmospheric brain emulation, power generation, PDT printing, crew facilities. That's the elevator. Maybe atmospherics and temperatures in power generation. I mean, it sort of makes sense. I don't know. That's security access, so it definitely won't be on that terminal.
Warning. Safety protocols have been disabled in quantum core A and B. An overload may result in a catastrophic meltdown. Please proceed with caution.
I've got damaged terminal, PDA. I remember if I click on this, it's almost like it's trying to start the power up. And then it stops again. I mean, I know it says the terminal's damaged, but can I actually use it? Logged in as error diagnostics. Okay. Maybe I have to log in as someone? And how do I do that? I use...
I don't think so.
I've got the burnt, severed legs. That was his body. It was that Danny guy. Can't interact with it. Do I need to collect small insects? Do I need more bait? No. Okay. Where do I set? Maybe up by the beginning there was something I could set temperatures and stuff. Been a while since I was at the beginning, so I'm not sure. Ah, this looks like temperature control, atmosphere control terminal. This is what I need. Active PDT required. I have an active PDT. I created one. Right. Oh, hold on. I need to work out what the area ID is. Ah, hold on. The last terminal that I was at had a load of percentages and shit. And descriptions.
The last thing I said to my son was to get out there and carve his own name into the world and stop relying on mine.
Did you mean it? Sometimes kids know that their parents say things they don't mean. My mom, the last thing she said to me was that I was the reason she was alone. That I sapped the life out of her from the moment I came into existence.
You know that's not true.
Grub habitat
Small
ID
part of me knows that.
668.
The bigger part doesn't.
Yeah. 668. So now if I go back to the atmospheric controls, set ID 668 to the correct humidity and temperature, I should then be able to go and grab a grub. Grab a grub. Your friendly neighborhood grub store. Oh, gotta do it this way. Right, 668. That one. Humidity needs to be 84. And temperature at 95. Remember this from reading the PDAs earlier. 95.
Elevated activity detected in grub containment habitat.
Habitat? Habitat? Oh, that's what she said. I think she meant habitat. Right, now I need to go back to the grub habitat. I remember how to get there quickly without making mistakes. Crew birthing lab up here. Right, I'm going to get me a grub. Hopefully I've done enough now. They should all be wriggling about, I guess. Yeah, look at them go. Look at them go. Horrible little things. Baited containment on a retrieving platform. What's it going to do? Jump up there? Boom, got one. Okay. What do I do with it?
Gotcha. What's your name? Frederick? No. Charles. Yeah, you're clearly a Charlie.
Wait. I think one of my sons was named Charlie.
Who is this?
He died. His mother, she never forgave me. It was my fault. I should have protected him.
People die. Sometimes you just can't do anything about it. Well, Charles, I think we're going to go back to Frederick. Fred. I like that.
Alright, so I now have a grub squirms and slithers around inside the glass enclosure. That's great and all. But what do I do with the grub? I know ultimately the goal is to escape.
If I can lure Samantha somewhere with Freddy, maybe I could kill...
Yes.
Right, Samantha is the monster or creature. I still think from yesterday's play, I
The
think...
next conversations I have with my children, it will be different. Second chances at life don't come around often.
Second chances?
Your dad would be proud of you, Hadley.
If he knew me, knew who I had become.
A survivor.
It's not my fault that I look like him, or act like him.
So I've got the elevator here. That's how to escape. Now, Samantha came out through here, or was in here. I reckon...
can't blame my child for where I am.
I still think in the power generation section,
Family.
there's the breaker. If I flick the breaker, the force field comes on momentarily. And I reckon that's how I can kill the creature, Samantha. I now have maybe a grub is how to lure her there, but what I do, place the grub on the floor in some way? Or does the grub need feeding? Do I need to get the insect from the severed legs? Ah, hold on. It's like there's a big clue. The bloated, livid tongue protrudes obscenely out of his mouth, blood oozing onto the floor. He's very dead. This is the first time that it's given me a clue in the entire game as to what I need to do. Occupied incubation canister.
Okay, Freddy. Time to call Big Mama.
And don't just be standing there. Okay, I have no control over this. It was exactly what I thought, but I didn't have to do it. Just a cutscene.
Hadley, come on. It's time to go.
I can get help. I can find you now.
No time. The elevator. It's close. It's open.
I did it. We did it. This baby is going to be a fighter like his mom. I can feel it.
I know.
Alright. The Fey Beast has been splayed in two. A sickly wisp of steam rises from her exposed innards. I'm getting out here. Can I now just safely walk to the elevator, or is there more to do? The security terminal's now off and all the force fields are back on. I mean, I still have stuff in my inventory. But I don't know if I can use it. Head to the elevator and see what happens.
It's coming! The baby! The baby is coming!
I'm
Is it?
sorry, Hadley.
Oh god, it hurts! Something is wrong! There's something wrong!
Nothing is wrong. This is the way it was meant to be.
Really?
I don't understand! What is...
Hello, Hadley.
Research Vault 74 whatever. Missed the number. Out in the middle of the desert. Like there are maybe a number of research labs. Did I die? Well, I'm guessing I did, but what was the problem? Oh, don't it? Oh, what? So many questions. So many questions. Oh, Unity. Nice. I'm learning that myself because I'm going to be writing a point-and-click adventure. So, I mean, graphically, mine won't be anything like that, but okay. That was brilliant. I like that. Let's switch over here. So, great. So I got that one done. How long have I got? Because I need to finish up just after 2. So I got a couple of hours. So if if we just very quickly, we'll switch over. We're going to do a. Going to start up on King's Quest. So let's just press that button there. Let's have some music while I do this. Alright, let's switch it up if I can remember how to do this. King's Quest, where's King's Quest? Okay. So yeah, that was fun. That was a prequel, I believe, to Stasis. Same developers, and then I think that's a prequel, but I don't know for sure. So I'm gonna have to play that one at some point, obvious reasons. Let's switch this off, and let's head over to King's Quest. Slightly different this one. No idea why my voice suddenly went into high pitched squeaky voice there. So this is Sierra, or originally Sierra. Point and click adventure was remade into sort of 3D adventure game. Originals by Roberta Williams, new ones by The Odd Gentleman. We've gone from creepy, like really creepy, to this one. Lurking derping. Hello Phil, how you doing Sunday afternoon? Having a good day? Yeah, so gone from creepy. This one's going to be very much more light-hearted. King's Quest was always a bit funny, so we'll do that. Game uses autosave, I know that. And I'm going to be playing with a controller only because it's in 3D, and I want to have a bit more fine control over what I'm looking at and clicking on. But I have played a little bit of Chapter 1 years ago when it first came out, but I never finished Chapter 1. I've got all the chapters. It came out episodically. So we're going to just start again, really. Chapter 1, A Night to Remember. Switch over to in-game, otherwise... Right, so X is my bag. He is back. And then I'm walking. So this is me, Graham. Graham is... Well, Graham. Got a lovely cape here. Very cartoony. Like the original games were, but obviously now in 3 dimensions. And you guys can't see it, but I've got an FPS counter on my screen, which I don't need. So let's turn that off. Right. Do I walk? Which way do I walk? I walk both. Oh no, I can't walk this way. I'm blocked. Right. There's a well. I don't know if the volume's too high or too low at this point. Is there a setting for volume? Check. Audio. Music's high. Music volume. Sound effects. Everything's up. I'll just have to keep adjusting, so let me know if anything's too quiet or too loud. Right. Oh, hello. I've got A to look. What am I looking at? Looking down the well. He's striding purposefully. What's this do? Controls the bucket. Am I trying to get water? Go up this way, you know? Maybe... Oh, now the rope's done. Down. I can climb down. Or fall, who knows? Down he goes. There's no preamble. The game just goes straight in.
I had not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look.
It's Christopher Lloyd. Alright, what do we have?
Those lost wishes weren't the treasure I was after.
Why not? Treasure after all.
Those lost
Oh.
wishes weren't the treasure I was after.
Problem with these sort of 3D games, 3D adventures, is although it's showing me an interaction, in this case a look, I don't know what I'm looking at. So you have to be very careful that you don't accidentally interact, like use something when you're not expecting to use it. It's a mattress. Now I thought I was looking at it. Alright. What is that, a door? Uh-oh, I've just rung a bell. What did that bell do?
It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either.
What is the... Oh, hello. Lots of waterfalls. Okay. Oh, he automatically jumped. I don't have to worry about that, which is great. Does he automatically climb here as well? All good. That's going to be very dank. What we got here?
Two odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened.
Really? This guy... I can interact with that one and I can interact with that one. There's a skeleton underneath this mattress. Does this mean that this particular one has already been activated? Let's try it again. What's the worst that can happen?
And that's what would have happened if I turned the left switch. But since I am here telling this story, you already know that I pulled the right one.
I guess I pulled the right one then. Alright, we have comedy deaths coming up, I guess. Every time I make a mistake. Go through this cavern. What's that noise? It sounds like someone's snoring.
Buckets, barrels, butter churns, and beds were jammed into every nook and cranny of that cave. It all seems so familiar.
I see a bed. I also see what look like more beds swinging with breath every time this, whatever this is, breathes.
Even though the bed was very comfortable, this was no time to hide under the covers.
Okay, I can hide in the bed. Maybe I need that later. Oh, hello.
Wait. Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind.
It's a little bit like Grandpa reading a story to the son in The Princess Bride. So this is the guy telling the story. Christopher Lloyd is this character. It's kind of neat. But what is making the noise? Oh. Right, what is this? Looks like a very weird bridge. Is it safe to walk across it? Does appear to be safe. I still don't know what's making the noise.
Nestled beneath a slumbering pile of teeth.
Now I know what's making the noise.
Fabled mirror.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
Do you want to tell this part?
Yes.
I need to get around the
King
dragon.
Edward sent
Maybe
me,
get the
greatest
mirror.
knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to... My way too.
There's an
Add
arrow.
a shinier hat to my collection.
Arrow up there and some rope. Can I climb it? Now, who put the rope there? Question. I seem to have two potential ways to go. Left looks like some form of platform.
I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
Okay, first puzzle, find the handle for that. I'm guessing it's going to be over here. There's a butter churn. Can I use that as a handle? Oh, hello. There's another one here.
Volumes of old books with foreboding titles clutter the shelves of that strange bedroom. How to Tame a Dragon. Breaking
Oh,
the
how?
spirit
Tame a
of
dragon.
hideous
Which
beasts.
one's that?
Amateur spells to impress your friends with. No books about recovering missing handles, though.
That's useless. If I pull that, it's going to ring the bell.
So, the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I used my cleverness to outsmart the trap.
That wasn't clever at all, really, but we knew it would
I
happen.
used my cleverness to hide.
In the bed? You ain't gonna see me, Mr. Dragon. Go back to sleep. Ta-da! That's how I get up in the morning.
Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers.
Is that something I have to do later on? Shoot a dragon in the eye.
What did you use to fix the broken switch?
A wooden handle. There we go. Oh, that made a lot of noise. Did that wake the dragon up? So the bell
dragon's
woke him up.
chains were coiled around a gigantic
Oh, no.
switch mounted to the cave wall.
He's awake and he's trying to escape. What's that?
This cave seemed to be filled with failed adventures.
Right. What do I need to... Am I going to be letting this dragon... I don't like the idea of letting the dragon go.
After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend.
What we have here? Another mattress. Oh, a ladder. Okay, down we go. He's asleep. Obviously, I don't want to run into that because it looks like it's got spikes, but maybe I'll go into these little sections. Like so. Oh, that it looked like there was something in there, but no. Okay, I'm through. Is there a bed? Please tell me there's a bed nearby. Yes. Get in the bed. He's looking for me with his one good eye. Ooh. Okay, so I need to creep around the skeletons. I'm creeping. Look at me creeping. Tell him. I didn't do that. That fell all on its own. Okay. I'm not going to go straight up to the dragon. I'm going to take this route to the left. Because going right up to the dragon seems like a very bad idea. Mind you, getting anywhere close to the dragon seems like a very bad idea.
Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch.
Right, find a way to hit the unreachable switch. Over here, what's this? A bow. It's getting very zen-like there. Just to steal a bow from a dead skeleton. The hand came with it. Okay, and a fire. I mean, I have a bow. No, it was a one-shot deal. Okay. I didn't see him pick up an arrow, just the bow, but fuck it. This is quite a big bridge. Do I have to go over it in a special way? Jesus Christ. There's no jump button, so I thought that was gonna suddenly fall through. Oh, fall through. Okay, made it across.
The mirror called out to me.
It now. Okay, we've got another wheel and another bell. Okay, which do we do first, the wheel or the bell? Let's do the wheel.
A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
So, oh, those are like big slabs of meat. And then if I ring the bell, is that like ringing a dinner bell? While he's eating, and remove the mattress and put another piece of steak on it. Then it goes over there to the left with a piece of steak on it. Can I get him to go over there and then... Oh, okay. I think I know what I'm doing. If I ring the bell again, can he reach the other one? Yeah, he's walked over to the other one. I will lick that switch. Quickly get up on this stake. Pushes me onto the mattress. And I'm now gonna run like buggery and grab the mirror. I think that's what it wants me to do. Big heavy mirror. Hang on. He spotted me. Oh shit.
Let me guess. You escaped with only a flesh wound.
Okay. I need to work out which ones to run on. Oh, he jumped. Come on, jump. Go. Oh, shit. Alright. Do I have any sort of control? Okay. Okay. I am firing arrows at the ropes in the hopes of surviving. Okay. I just rode with my hat. Ooh. This is like Dragon's Lair. Oh, very heroic. This is literally like playing Dragon's Lair in the arcade. Oh yes, very pretty, but I don't suppose you have time to admire everything. Oh shit. Oh. Gotta make sure you get the hat behind you. Oh, run. Keep running, Graham. I think his name's Graham.
With the magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become.
Do we think that I've escaped the dragon? I don't think so. I reckon there's more to it.
In that split second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
Okay, so I can shoot that, sets him free. So shoot his eye to blind him. Shoot the dinner bell to keep him there. I'm going to set him free. Does that mean I get a dragon friend later? Go on. Fly free. Seem to have an unending supply of arrows. And a magic cloak.
My hands were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope, but with the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures. All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. Like, why did you set the dragon free even though he was trying to eat you?
I set him free because, well, over the years I realized that the dragon was not the despicable, hideous beast Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was never shown any kindness. On that day, I forgave the dragon for his atrocious past.
You have such a bizarre way of making friends, Grandpa. I guess I do too. I'm known as Gwendolyn the Popular back home. But only to my stuffed bunnies.
I've always found it best to pursue friends where I can, though they don't always feel the same about me.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
Okay. We're going to be playing a dream sequence. Oh, what's she doing? She's creeping into his bedroom while he's sleeping. What's happening? Oh, she's definitely sneaking.
Well, hello, cousin.
Guard!
I'm glad you're
Gart?
finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
We got here as fast as we could. And I like Grandpa's stories, especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes, the legendary beast that he set free. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before or he doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious
I hope we don't play through this
I'm
game
also
only to
scheduled
find
for the
that
tournament
Grandpa dies.
Ah, yes, the
That would be
fencing
horrible.
tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win, and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
Ooh.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
Does he turn into the evil sort of bad guy that we have to defeat?
Come in, Gwendolyn. You can set those on the nightstand.
Ooh, potions.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now let's talk about far more important issues.
Dragon.
Like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of...
A deft maneuver, a quick-witted distraction, or an act of kindness even in victory. Let's go for a quick-witted distraction.
Thinking of the problem in a different way, and finding a clever distraction to create a moment of victory. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story, one I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I'd seen a dragon. It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life.
Help wanted.
There's
Only
an
the
old
best need
story,
apply.
but I
Meet
shall
at the
tell it
Night Theatre for details. So, play through another little story.
Well, Triumph,
My
this looks
grandpa's
as good a place
story.
as any to camp for the night. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
Triumph is a... What the hell is that? That ain't a horse. It looks like a... Oh, did I just fall down? Oh. Oh, I have some control over his falling. Not much. He is superhuman. And now covered in mud. Oh, you missed your hat.
After gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcomed the sight of
Gracefully
an
rappelling.
actual road.
There
the
was
first
nothing
sign
graceful
of
about that at all.
civilization.
We have a sign here. What does the sign
Daventry
say?
was just a few miles to the east. I'd read all about its wonders in my travel books. I couldn't wait to check out its famous, fantastical floating island.
Guess I follow that path. But what's down this way?
Grandpa, you can't leave Triumph.
Don't worry, Triumph can fend for himself. We've been through our share of sticky situations, but he always comes around.
What kind of
when
creature
I
do you
need
think
him
Triumph
most.
is? Looks a bit like a capybara. A giant gerbil. Alright, what we got here? Are these like skid marks or something? Not of the pant variety. Oh, they're roots. Those look like giant dogs. He's got a tiny head. Oh. And that's a tiny knight.
Hey, over here! I could have sworn the parade of hopeful knights was scheduled for the next day. I should have been with them, marching with triumph. It seemed my first few minutes in Daventry were off to a terrible start.
So, how did you catch up with them?
Okay, so how did I catch up with them? Do I have anything in my inventory? Only money to my name. 5 of these things. I can blow on this.
That odd horn seemed to be missing some sort of mouthpiece.
Alright, but how do I find a mouthpiece? Ah, that was a path. Okay. Bit of a spooky path. I mean, it looks nice. Don't get me wrong. Can I interact with that? No. Oh, I can hear water.
Strange tracks
Babbling brook.
blazed a trail through the forest.
Oh, of course, I'm now covering it. You're not seeing it at all, but on the left there's a lovely sort of little pond. Oh, rabbit. Can I go this way? No. Excuse me, rabbit. Can I interact? No. Nothing for me to interact with at the moment. It's just a path through the woods. Oh, wow. That's a vista and a half, isn't it? Oh, squirrel. Yeah. Go in there. Okay, I can probably jump across there. Do I need to? Let's see what happens.
That wheel seemed freshly broken.
Right. I want to carry on this way or go back the other way. I'm going to carry on. They seem to have tracks. We're back in the forest, but it looks a little bit more overgrown than before. Oh, hello. What do we have here?
Stand back, you dirty thieves! Wah!
Ow.
Oh, it's just a boy. Don't know where he's from, but it must be hard to pronounce. You know, you should never sneak up on a guy in a dangerous place like... Oh! What's wrong with your foot? Probably stepped on a spiniferous thornweed. Don't worry, I got just the fix for that. Tell me, is it more of a... Ow! Or a... Oh! Either way, the Merchant of Miracles has got you covered. But it'll cost you. I've risked my neck to forage the most rare, miraculous, mysterious, and oftentimes delicious ingredients. Ah, here it is. I massage this into my skin twice a day, and
He
just
caused
look
the
at my little
pain.
biscuits. Well, now that I've mulled it over, you'd better not. It might stunt your growth. Ooh, such exquisite material. Hey. I knew you weren't from
Who
around here.
stole that
Well,
from my
you best get
cloak?
going. Nobody likes a late night. Oh, wait! You're stuck here with me. Every bridge in is out. And my shortcut had a few shortcomings. I swear that rock leaped straight out of the water. Now I'm stuck here with no wheel, a lost toolbox, and Mr. Fancy Cakes. Say! I'll bet a fine, strapping young man like you could help me fix up this wheel. Yup, you help me fix my
I
chariot,
could.
and I'll give you a lift to the tournament. Hopefully no one else notices your horrible lack of punctuality. Oh, how rude! Do you have any questions for me?
Nope. I don't want him to repeat it.
Nope.
Okay. I can talk to him.
Oh, can I pet your goats? Stay away from my majestic unicorns.
Goats with horn. Right.
Perhaps there was a wheel on the other side of that river. Too bad I couldn't swim.
How did you get across that river?
I'm gonna need to cut down that tree, and I don't have anything to do that with.
Perhaps there was a wheel on the other side of that river. Too bad I couldn't swim.
How did you get across that river?
Not that way, obviously. Is there a path here? Yes, the path is... Sorry, I thought he was talking to me. Right, I'm going to go back across the rocks that I came over on, and then maybe there's something at that end. I'm looking for his toolbox and his wheel. Well, his wheel is here, but I probably need to repair
The
it.
wheel was very broken.
Or
I would
find
have to
another solution.
Another solution.
I'm not quite sure why I would want to go on that one. Back this way. Came down from that path, so I'll go over here. Run, rabbits.
I wondered what those birds needed a toolbox for.
Okay, there's the toolbox. Oopsie. And they go floating away.
Shame. The only tool left seemed to be a small hatchet. And no, Gwendolyn, before you start asking me thousands of questions about that hatchet, I did not go around using it on everything.
Yes you did, because I'm going to use it on the tree. What is that frog doing? Is it asleep? It looks to be asleep. Or dead. Be dead. Right, I'm gonna go use the hatchet on the tree. Maybe I can get across the river, stream, whatever. Use the hatchet. Chop, chop, chop.
That missing wheel had me stumped. I had to go out on a limb to get past the root of the problem.
Yeah.
Grandpa, your infamous puns are not my favorite.
What's the matter? You don't like the timbre of my voice? You'll warm up to the puns.
These are terrible.
I don't think they're quite good. I quite like them. But then it's my age, I guess. Oh. There's spooky eyes in this one. Oh, it's a little bit spooky.
Here, kitty, kitty. Not a kitty, not a kitty!
Okay, avoid that then.
No wheels are there.
No. Dogs, apparently, though.
An overgrown patch of spiniferous thornweeds obstructed a path to the water well.
The well with the ginormous dragon in it?
Perhaps.
I use the hatchet.
I tried to chop down those thornweeds, but my tiny hatchet was ineffective. I would need a bigger, sharper blade.
Okay. I guess that in that case we'll be carrying on down the path. Can't investigate those bushes. What's ooh. Alright, we've got looks like the town walls. Gate's locked. So I can't go in that way, but I think I can climb the wall. Here. I mean,
The town square was eerily quiet. Was I the only person in Daventry not at the parade?
probably. Let me see. If I unlock the door now, I can at least go out that way if I need to. I'm still looking for a wheel. Looked like a pie to me. What's that? The bakery? That look like a loaf of bread?
A bakery. And it smelled delicious. That sign was asking for tips, and there was a metal pan to collect coins.
Well, I have coins.
The delectable goods looked tasty, but I couldn't compete in this tournament with a full stomach.
What happens if I leave a coin?
Ah, I didn't see any reason why that stale bread wouldn't work for a wheel.
Okay. Shall I leave a tip? I mean, I don't want to...
That sign was asking for tips, and there was a metal pan to collect coins.
I'm gonna try giving a coin.
I decided to leave some coins for the bread.
Be nice about it. I'm not gonna steal. I want to be a knight, not a thief. Okay, this looks like a blacksmith. I need anything?
Like a blacksmith shop of sorts.
There's a shield here. The shield, I guess, could be used also.
I borrowed enough for the day.
Okay, so maybe if the bread isn't good enough, I'll come back and grab the shield. Sounds good to me. What's up here? The apothecary, the potions seller.
I stumbled upon some kind of curiosity shop. I could barely make out the names of these potions. While I was up for adventure, I didn't think randomly drinking potions was a good plan.
No, that's...
I didn't need to borrow more than one wheel.
Okay, so that's a table.
Nothing seemed to be brewing yet. Against the knickknacks was a little collection tray with a sign asking for tips.
Okay, so if the bread doesn't work, I have the option of what looked like a wooden table or a big metal shield, and I believe I have 2 coins left. Right, I need to head back to the... Holy shit.
Ah, a shortcut.
Head back to the dude who got me on this quest. I don't know if he gave me a name. I need to get back to him and then try out my bread wheel.
Do I really have to hear the story about how you took forever to tiptoe across that fallen tree again?
No, I guess not.
Right, let's
Find me a
talk to
wheel,
him.
boy. Anything big and round should do the trick.
Right, I've got a round stale piece of bread.
I thought this might do the trick.
Lovely choice, boy. And thank the Yarblesnoofs, this bread is beyond stale. Hopefully you didn't pay too much. You have a face that just screams overcharged. I've got just a fix for that, too. But we have important tournament business to tend to, and I think this'll do the trick. Ooh, I'll just need to start locking my unicorns up at night. Mr. Fancy Cakes has a nibbling problem. All right, off we go. Oh, wait, before my mind slips, I was able to procure an entrance ticket to the tournament. Since you so graciously found me a wheel, I am more than willing to sell it to you at a reasonably discounted rate. Are you interested?
Why sell it? Can I not just have it?
Sounds good. I love a deal.
So do I, boy, so do I. If I see one, I'll let you know. Here you are. Now, let's Vamanusi from this meadowland, Mr. Fancy Cakes. It is go time.
That's quite a trick. Right, all the knights are standing around looking at the bridge
Mr.
that's
Fancy
out.
Cakes! Ah, heel! Halt! Abyss! Stop! We sincerely hope you enjoyed your stay in our luxury cabin. Please gather your belongings and watch your head on exit. Thanks for the hospitality. No time to
Stuck there
lounge, my boy.
in with all the other
Lucky
shit.
for you, the parade is halted. Another case of a mysterious missing bridge, I imagine. Watch your step. We wouldn't want any tears in that illustrious cape.
It's a cloak, not a
Moriarty,
cape.
Buttercup. Don't forget about us working folk, especially when your pockets are full of riches.
Okay, now what? Can I go this way?
The forest is blocked until this situation is under control.
That's no, then.
Back away, back away. This area is unsafe for commoners.
Hello. Apologies, I'm late. I should be on the list. First name Graham, last name...
The list, unfortunately, is inside the theater, which is across that bridge, which is inexplicably missing.
We've ordered a temporary fix, but we're still sorting out the work order.
Well, with all the recent budget issues, I remain skeptical about the repairs.
Well, can't those knights check the list?
Do you mean Kyle and Larry? They're off duty. Don't ask.
You needn't worry. These night hopefuls will figure out a solution soon, and then we can carry on with the auditions.
Well, but I am a hopeful knight. If you just step aside, I'm confident that I could find a way across.
Daventry Decree 6645 states that a royal guard, once commanded, must never, under no circumstances, abandon his post while on duty.
Well,
That's
technically, Addendum 237A allows us to leave if someone is in distress and in need of assistance, of a life or death nature.
I stand corrected, and we wouldn't want a repeat of the Rubenstern fiasco. A tardy auditionee, however, hardly counts for distress. Sorry, but we can't leave our post. King's orders.
So is that what I need to do first, then, is to get them to leave their post? I can't leave by the left. I can't go past the guards on the post, so maybe I go down this path. Looks like we've got like a beehive. I don't know if
Come
that's...
at me, bees!
I don't know if that was a good idea. Now I can't pick it up. Okay. Anything over here? I can
Stay
jump.
off those rocks. It's dangerous. Distress!
Abandon post!
Oh, yeah, because I can't swim.
Learn how to swim, boy.
Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome, lad.
He was talking to me.
I believe he was talking to me.
This
How about I
tired argument is getting
drop
on my
the bees
nerves.
now?
No need to argue about the fact that I am...
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear. Not good.
I guess I've got them to abandon their post.
Mind if I join your semicircle?
Let us big kids figure this one out.
Screw you then. What about if I blow on this horn? Nothing
Another
happened.
horn and another missing piece.
I've got a rope. Ah. Very heroic. It's my go. Can I go? He almost winks at you. Yeah. What about if I shoot him? Oh. That didn't work. But I have the rope now, right? Yeah, I've got the rope. What can I do with the rope? I don't think my little hatchet will get through that tree. I'll try it. Out of the way, says the big lad. I'll just push it over. Wrong and stupid.
Over here, buddy.
Hello. But that's just made a way for me to get across. Oh yes. Oh, you little shitbag. Oh, you little. Gotta try and find another way.
All right.
The tree was too heavy to move. I would need to chop it down to size.
Would I? Can I do that with my little hatchet?
I left the hatchet lodged in the tree because I would not need it any more.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. Everyone always asks about that hat. It gets a tad annoying.
Huh?
Actually... Oh, I made it. Whoa! Okay. So I'm going to use the rope to tie the logs together. Otherwise, they'll just float away again. And we wouldn't want that, would we? Now I can use this. I love how he uses his hat as a paddle. It's just what it's a bridge underneath. I could have just walked across.
Hang on a sec. Graham, right?
Yes. How did you know my name?
Well, you'd be surprised at the information people give out when they're
That's
too
the
busy
guy
thinking
from,
about their own agenda. I also observed that without you,
Princess Bride.
no one could have made it across.
Inconceivable. I can't remember
Well
his name.
done, Graham.
Thanks, I guess.
They'll never acknowledge it, you know. Those who use their minds over their biceps are never woven into the tapestries of time. I can tell you're like me, a creative thinker, an intellectual. To win this competition, you'll need to prove that your talents are more powerful than their strength, agility, and speed. You'll also need a friend.
I could really use a friend.
They
Could
call
really
me
use a friend.
Manny. Pleased to meet you.
So, friend, what's your favorite color? Do you like popcorn-flavored jelly beans? Because I do. What's your availability for sleepovers? Are we in a secret club?
Green. I prefer pizza flavored. I'm free on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I would say more of a secret alliance.
Alliance?
Ooh.
This competition will not be easy, and Daventry needs men like us. If we put our heads together, we might have a shot.
What's the plan?
If you win, put a good word in for me with the king. And if I win, I'll do the same. Soon, we'll both be moving up the ranks in the castle together. We should head inside the theater, though. Let me know how I can help.
Okay. I need to work my way up here. Right, what we doing? Those other knights weren't very helpful at all. Can I blow this? Is that missing a mouthpiece? Also missing a mouthpiece.
Another horn and another missing piece.
I mean, is that something I have to do throughout the game, is collect the mouthpieces to the horns? And if so, what do the horns do? Anything around the back here? No. The idea is to go straight in.
Graham, to the front of the stage, please. Now that we have recovered our list, it is my duty to inform you that you are officially signed in.
Yay.
Yay. And I do want to apologize. I am very, very terribly sorry, but we've run out of commemorative tote bags.
That's not a problem. I have no use for tote bags. My mother designed my cape with lots of pockets. Is the next event about to start?
Not so fast, Pocket Boy. The tournament bylaws explicitly
Pocket Boy.
state that each contestant must complete every event before continuing on in the competition. Since you were late, you missed the test of chivalry and the welcoming parade. Both designed as light-hearted warm-ups and getting-to-know-you type exercises. You know, an icebreaker before we start in on the usual death, destruction, and duels of a cutthroat nature.
Don't forget about Amendment 70, Article 4.
I was getting to that, thank you. In the spirit of equal opportunity, the new rules state that you can schedule a make-up chivalry test if and only if the circumstances for your absence were extenuating. So, I will ask, what were your extenuating circumstances that made you late for the tournament?
I didn't hear about the date change. I don't know what extenuating means. My mum wouldn't let me leave before I finished breakfast. I didn't hear about the date change.
Well, I never heard the date was switched.
Mm-hmm. I'll just pencil in hard of hearing. Now, go on, mingle with the other contestants. Find out as much as you can about them, and when you're ready for the chivalry test, come and see me.
Okay. So, what do I need to talk to them about? Some clues. Where's Manny, the little fella?
Oh, hey, Graham. We were just sharing some tips about the tournament. Let me know if you want the rundown about any of our competitors.
Well, I could probably do with a rundown. Right, so tell me about Sir Tenov himself.
What can you tell me about Sir Tenov himself?
That's so inconsiderate. Although clever, these silly puns are not very becoming to a gentleman like yourself. Go meet everyone, then come talk to me. I've got a few tips to share.
Oh, certain of himself. Sirloin of roast beefington and server of arrows. Right.
I'm good.
I'll
Thanks,
go
Manny.
talk to the people first.
Hello, my name's Graham. Nice to meet you.
Achaka.
So, where are you from?
So, where do you hail from?
Achaka.
I see. Sounds exotic.
What type of arrows do you use?
So, what type
I bet
of
all he
arrows
says
do
is
you fly?
Achaka.
Achaka.
Nice.
Like I am
nice.
Groot.
I prefer the hand-whittled sapling arrows myself.
Want to partner up?
Want to partner up? Show Daventry the power of dueling archers? What do you say?
Achaka.
Yeah, you're right. You'd probably just slow me down. Good chat. I'm gonna get back to the chivalry test.
He wasn't very helpful.
Hey there, I'm Graham.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And your name?
What?
Well, I didn't catch your name.
What? Is this true? Surely you jest, Greg. What rock did you crawl out from?
Graham.
How do you not recognize this well-proportioned face?
Well, it's under a
Well, it's not
helmet.
Greg, it's Graham. And, of course, I know who you are. You're...
Every woman's dream. Certain of himself. That jerk who pushed me into the river. We're going to have to wait. I'll be right back.
Going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting right here, Garrett.
He's trying to figure out what his name is. Maybe this guy
Hey,
can help.
Thanks for knocking that log over out there. Really. You gave me the opportunity to go on a lovely cruise.
Those nights were annoying me, and I wanted some alone time. Leave me be, little fly. You don't want to wake the bull.
Look, I don't want to be in this conversation any more than you do, but I missed the chivalry test, and I need to make it up. The faster we get this over with, the faster I can leave you alone.
Well, make it quick. Then buzz off.
Right, I'm Graham.
I'm Graham. Graham...
No last names. I don't even want your first name.
And your name?
I'm known throughout the land as Circumference, but I am currently in the process of rebranding myself, starting with my name. You should call me Acorn.
I think I prefer Circumference. What were you hiding in your hand?
What was that you were hiding in your paws?
Well, none of your business, Feather Boy.
What's your name again?
What was your name again? Sir Fatso?
It's Acorn. Get it right or pay the price.
Acorn, okay.
Seriously, what are you hiding? Is it a snack?
Leave it alone, String Bean.
Seriously,
I'm gonna
what are
ask
you
you one
hiding?
more time.
Is it a snack?
Leave it alone, String Bean.
No, okay,
I'll
I'll leave you alone
Go
then.
away.
But his name is Acorn. Previously Circumference. I don't know who that bloke is, and he just says a chaka. So if I
Yes,
talk to
Graham?
Manny,
You want some dirt on someone?
Yeah, a chaka.
What can you tell me about a chaka?
I'm studying his every move. He should make any opponent quiver. Ugh, you got me doing it now. He's fast, strong, and vicious with his bow. I'm trying to convince him to join our alliance, but the translation isn't quite working.
Okay, what about Acorn?
What can you tell me about Acorn?
I can tell you not to mess with those bull horns in any strength competition. I shouldn't be telling you this, but I heard a rumor that the man keeps a pet squirrel under his belly. What kind of a weirdo does that? Imagine what else he's hiding under there. Neither of us is going to be able to match his strength. If we're going to oust him, we'll need to work together and expose his secrets.
Secrets being the squirrel.
What can you tell me about Sir Tenov himself?
That's so inconsiderate. Although
No.
clever, these
So he's not
silly
going to tell me
puns are
more about
not
him until
very
I've
becoming to a
at least
gentleman
figured out
like
the guy's
yourself.
name.
Go meet everyone, then come talk to me. I've got a few tips to share.
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye!
Right. If I talk to this guy again... Chaka. Yes. I know that. Can I say something more? No.
Good chat. I'm gonna get back to the chivalry test.
Right. If I go and talk to Circumference...
Okay. What do you want?
I found out what you're hiding.
I, heard what you're hiding.
No, you didn't, Skinny Pants.
I did. I heard a rumor that a tiny squirrel pet lives under your belly.
What? Who told you that? I bet it was Whisper. He's the worst.
Whisper.
His ego is the one thing I can't stomach.
Now we know what his
And
name is.
Well, she's not my pet. She's my friend.
Does this squirrel have a
Does
name?
your squirrel friend have a name?
I wish Whisper would keep his big mouth shut. Her name is Princess Madeline of Avalon. She's a proper lady.
What else is hidden in that belly?
The bones of a feather boy if you don't leave me alone.
I think you're hiding something else in there, but I'm not sure I want to find out. I'll leave
Okay,
you be.
so it's
You need to get
Acorn.
lost.
So Madeline of Avalon is the squirrel. This guy's name is Whisper.
Yes. Have you remembered my name?
Whisper.
Correct. Well, Whisper's full name is Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr. the Third, hailing from Modesto. But I'm sure a fan like you knew that. Would you like an autograph?
I don't seem to have any portraits on me.
Well, if you find one, I'll sign it, free of charge. Whisper loves his fans. Whisper loves the knighthood. Whisper loves thwarting evil. But most of all, Whisper loves Whisper.
As do we all. I should be getting back to my chivalry test now.
Don't go! Whisper can do it!
That's a nice thought, but I'm pretty sure those guards would never confuse you for me.
No.
I mean, your armor is pretty recognizable.
Whisper's armor is shiny because Whisper loves his own reflection.
Yeah, I get it. Good day, Whisper.
Okay, so I need to find out some more about Whisper then.
Yes, Graham? You want some dirt on someone?
I do. Whisper.
What can you tell me about Whisper?
Whisper? Huh, his feet might fly by without a sound, but his mouth never will. A shining star in his hometown, he hopes to rebuild his fan base in Daventry. I've heard he'll do anything for the spotlight and can never be outshined. People that arrogant are usually primed for a fall. Don't you think so?
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye!
Okay, but I don't know much about him.
Yes, Graham? You want some dirt on someone?
What can you tell me about Acorn?
I can tell you not to mess with those bullhorns in any strength competition. I shouldn't be telling you this, but I heard a rumor that the man keeps a pet squirrel
No fresh
under his belly.
information.
What kind of a weirdo does that? Imagine what else he's hiding under there. Neither of us is going to be able to match his strength. If we're going to oust him, we'll need to work together and expose his secrets.
Alright. I am
Sound
good.
Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye!
Let's try this test then. I'm assuming I need to answer some questions.
Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Manny.
Manny. We're friends, you know. We have kind of an alliance. Next question.
All right, next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
That would be a Chaka.
A Chaka.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr., the third of Modesto.
Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr. the third of Modesto. I'm sure of it.
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
That would be Princess Madeline of Avalon.
Princess Madeline of Avalon. She sounds quite charming.
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got all the answers correct. Great job, Pockets. Now, we shouldn't keep your new friends waiting, should we? Let's start the show.
Welcome, everybody. You are all here to win a knight position on King Edward's court.
Yep.
But that's not all. As you all know, tragically, the king has no heirs. So, this position could very well lead to the crown of Daventry itself. Now, let's officially commence the competition part of the tournament. I do hope you've all made friends,
What is the
'cause it's
tournament? What
about
do
to
we
get
actually
nasty.
need to do?
The time has come to collect your entrance tickets.
Oh, over here! Over here! I got mine right here!
I'm sorry, I really am, but that is not an entrance ticket. In fact, from up here, it looks like a sweaty piece of cloth. Oh, probably just a snot rag. Each knight hopeful will need to bring back to the theatre, dum-dum-dum-dum, one eye of a hideous beast. And, due to Proclamation 1748.2, it will actually need to be a hideous beast. Not like last year. No adorably cute, fuzzy or tiny creature eyes will be accepted. Thank you.
Nothing to see here.
There are many hideous eyes to find in Daventry.
Not the dragon, surely.
We urge you to take this opportunity to show us your skills. We want to know what's in your heart, how you think, and how you react in the face of danger. You might not believe all that can be interpreted from one eye, but we will still judge you all the same. Now, everyone, go forth and claim thine eyes.
Whisper!
Ooh.
Whisper can do it.
Right, who's this lady, young person? And where am I going? Oh, I'm guessing the bridge builder. But I'm not. I know the dragon has an eye. I don't really want to attack the dragon. Eh?
Watch your step, kid.
Oh, thanks.
I know it ain't fancy, but it'll have to work for now. Amaya Blackstone, nice to meet you.
Graham, the pleasure's mine. It's nice to see all these bridges are getting fixed.
All these bridges? No, kid. This contract is over. Daventry can't afford me anymore. They can't even afford oil for the crumbler over there. My own invention, of course.
Oh, what does a crumbler do?
It lifts, it chops, it crumbles. Most importantly, it brings in the monies, which are desperately needed. Been kind of rough around here lately.
It seems that way. Daventry's been an interesting experience so far. Different from what I read in my travel books. Honestly, I'm starting to wonder if it's for me.
Don't worry, kid. It's not you. This kingdom's been going downhill ever since the Queen died. And now, with the bridges out, no one can get into Daventry. It's really quiet. I hate the silence. I'm a woman of action, if you couldn't tell. Quiet towns don't pay the bills.
I can see that.
Well, I should get going. Perhaps someone's wandered into my shop. If you make it there, come say hi. I'm on the left.
Okay, so she was the blacksmith. Keep out under construction, keep out distress.
Caution, bees and distress.
I can now go back this way. I need the eye of a hideous beast. That's the
So, how did you find an eye?
that's the general thing I'm looking for.
Was a hideous beast lurking inside?
Ouch! Rude!
To know. But I don't have anything to kill a hideous beast. I've got a coin. Okay, which way? Let's go left. Let's see what's up. This always looks like a cabbage patch.
That pumpkin was housing too many squirrels for my taste.
Okay, so we can go. Is this a sign?
West,
Read the sign.
Tournament Theater. North, Town Square. South, under development, coming next spring.
I have to get these all picked before I can go home. Leave me be so I can finish my work.
What are you picking?
I'm almost done here.
Fruit of some description. South under construction. Oh, there's a big horn. Let's blow it. Nothing.
A new kind of horn, but the same result.
I have a feeling I'm going to start getting lost. Whoa.
Hideous beasts, Whisper will find you. Do squirrels count?
I was too slow to catch those frogs.
Come into the daylight, you hideous beasts.
Okay, so frogs, perhaps not the thing I'm looking for.
Whisper can do it.
I tried again, but it was no use.
So I obviously need something. If I want to catch a frog, I need some form of capture device. Maybe a net.
There's nothing quiet about Whisper.
Let's go to the town square, maybe talk to the blacksmith. Is this guy finished? No, he's still going.
How precious. The badger wanted to make friends with the squirrels.
I don't think he wanted to make friends. Oh, there's a couple of dogs fighting over what looks like a piece of meat.
Get out of here! Scram! Shoot! Beat it!
What was she carrying?
Ugh, these dumb lanterns are always breaking. You hear that, Chester? You're a hack! Not everyone around here takes pride in their work like I do. Unfortunately, those blue flames are the only things that spook the pack. So I'm forced to return to their shop of wizardry and toiletries. Wetzel wolves are super aggressive this time of year. Usually, they travel north to the hills of Serenia for mating season. But like us, they are stranded here until the bridges are fixed. Hey, kid, can you do me a favor?
I can try.
Can you help me keep that back door closed? I run the local Wetzel Wolf Watch program here in town. There's patches getting made. If you keep that door closed, you can be an official member. Think it over. Patches.
Okay, help keep the door closed. Blue flames. Maybe the wolves are what I need.
I walked into town with my last coin. Whatever path I chose to pursue for my eye would need to be cheap.
So I need... maybe... I don't know for sure, but I reckon wolves will get eyes. I only have one coin and I need to choose a path.
Like me, this little tree was new in town and needed some time to grow and find its way. What? Too sappy?
The puns are horrendous.
I have nothing to say.
You'll warm up to it.
Which do I choose? Go the blacksmith way? Yeah, go on. Fuck it. Go speak to the blacksmith. She's been friendly to me. The others haven't even talked to me.
Hey, Graham. If you like sharp things, you've come to the right place. We have over 23. Oh,
Sorry, keeping you up.
Last night was a little rough. I woke up on the floor, my bed nowhere to be found. Can you believe that? What type of yahoo steals a bed while you're sleeping in it? And the most curious part, nothing else is missing. Anyway, take a look around. Let me know if something piques your
Well, I know
interest.
the dragon has lots of beds. What's
Back
this?
away from the crumbler. Unless you have 50 gold coins for a work order.
Yeah, I don't have 50 gold coins. What's this?
You can post a work order on anything you want lifted, chopped, or crumbled. Then I'll bring out Mrs. Crumbler to fulfill the order.
Okay.
Please be careful. These items are sharp.
Where can I find a hideous beast eye?
Do you have any idea where I can hunt down an eye of a hideous beast?
What a glorious day for a tournament. My favorite time of year. Fire-eyed new recruits, the clanks and clinks of armor clashing, and the action the very finest. One hopeful always rises to the occasion. I love it all. Some people in town, they complain about the barbaric events, but it's a tradition I'm proud to be a part of. If I was competing, I'd go after the biggest, scariest beast I could find, even if it meant certain death. As they say,
And what is
fortune
that
favors
beast?
the bold. You, on the other hand, have a kind heart.
Oh.
Probably wouldn't blind a beast just to win a competition. Your arms look like they've never even held a bow. No, you're just too nice. But perhaps you'll prove me wrong.
Okay. But that didn't tell me what the beast is.
What was your advice again?
We need a traditionally brave knight in Daventry. One that can cut through all the new policies and rules, and instead get out there and protect our borders from enemies. We need a knight that can fight off our dragons.
Okay. And what's that weapon on the wall? The nice pointy one.
I've been meaning to ask.
Or that one.
What is that amazing blade for? Is it for battling vicious werebears? How many ice orcs has it slain? Does it deal justice? Is it road legal? Is it made of fear?
Oh, that? No, that's for gardening. I use it to trim my hedges. Seeing as my place is all tended to, and my petunias are most lovely, I'm willing to part with it for the price of one shiny gold coin. I'm sure you've got a prickly situation that needs attending.
I do.
How much for that gardening tool?
One shiny gold coin.
Bye.
Trust that gut of yours.
I have a shiny gold coin.
Don't touch that, Graham, or you might be the one losing an eye.
And I know how to get to a place.
Did you do it? Did you spend your only gold coin on the epic weed whacker?
Yes, I did.
The bold costs a fortune.
Now, Graham, promise me you will only use this for its intended purpose.
I shall be brave in all my hedge trimmings.
Those plants will never see it coming.
Okay. Now I need to go back and find the... It was on the path. Which path? There was some weeds. Or thorny bush. Oh, this is new.
King Edward gave us everything we have. His legacy was tarnished in his later years, but he was a once great man. And he left me with a Daventry to grow into the kingdom it is today.
Okay.
No one should notice one bell missing.
Okay, I've got a
The
bell.
announcement board was covered until round 2 of the tournament.
I've got to figure out where those thorns were, because I need to get through them now that I have the epic weed whacker.
I better stand on this side of the rock.
It wouldn't budge.
Right, what is it? Whoa!
Huh, what a peculiar trap.
Oh, I got some meat. I don't know if I meant to fall down there, but
All right, sugar shrooms.
what's sugar shrooms? What can I use sugar shrooms for? Fantastical floating island only steps away. It's so floaty, you'll be amazed.
Fantastical floating island. Only steps away. It's so floaty. You'll be amazed.
Okay.
Almost there. World's greatest and only floating island.
Don't turn right. No floating island that way. Well, I'm going to go that way then. Oh, what's this?
Starberries framed a serene view. Shame about that buzzing beehive, though.
What's that?
My love, you're my everything. I might not have enough money for a ring yet, but I just can't wait any longer. Will you be mine forever? I better put this back. Someone had set the scene for a lovely evening.
They did. Except all there is a letter. I don't really want to anger the bees, but I'm going to.
Bees!
I ruined the bees' day and that lovely meal.
But I want fruit.
I tucked the berries away for later, even though I was craving a cliffside snack.
Okay, so I'm seem to be picking up lots of food, but I don't know what to do with the food yet.
Kids, don't stop screaming until Dad pulls over the wagon.
I'm guessing I'm using some of the food as bait in some way.
This was on my bucket list.
And of course, this horn is not going to work, like all the others. No way across. Let's head back. I'm still looking for the thickets. I went this way, didn't I? Yeah. Looking for these thorny garden bush thing, which I can then chop down with my amazing gardening tool. No, came in that way. I'm going to go up here. What is that? That's the
Don't
knife.
worry. The Wetzels will be here soon, Princess Madeline.
Can I do anything? Well, hang on. While he's
I have
talking.
to say, I'm pretty impressed with the craftsmanship of these traps.
He's trying to trap a beast.
You just pranced into a dark cave filled with vicious.
I died.
You know, I'm not
Oh,
sure.
shit.
Maybe I should pause for reflection. I think I should save these. I never waste food.
You cut?
No cutting.
Okay, let's leave these be for now. What's this way?
I wasn't always a master archer, you see, before
I'm
you
shit at
know.
archery.
We'll get to that part.
Alright, it seems a bit weird that that's... I can do it over and over again, but I can't actually make it. Okay, there's got to be something else that I need to do. Okay, what can we do here? There's a rope that ends here. I need to go and find this thorny bush. Can't move this rock. Big.
I wasn't strong enough to move that rock.
Unfortunately, there's no map, I don't think. No map. So I just have to try and remember where the thorns were, and I have no idea. Oh. I went up there before. That's what goes around in a circle. What's this? Bridge. An actual honest-to-goodness bridge that still works. Oh, crap. Oh, it's the back of a beast.
Hasn't anyone told you it's not polite to go stomping around on people's backs? Give me one good reason not to gobble you up right now.
Because... Careful, I've slain many monsters before.
You'd better let me go. I've slain many monsters in my day.
Oh,
I don't know if that's a safe thing to say.
For them. Anyone I know?
Well, too many to count, really. Have you heard of the ravenous Yeti of Serenia? The skulking crystal dragon of Eldritch? All slain by me, single-handedly.
Oh, you mean Bill and Susan? We had tea together last week. Now are you sure you wish to threaten me?
Back away,
Yes,
hideous
give me
beast.
your eye. Or else.
Are you really sure?
Yes.
I bet you weren't expecting this.
Your sting is pretty weak. Are you sure you're not a honeybee?
I am most certainly not a honeybee.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what a honeybee would say. Lucky for you, Ulfie hates the taste of bees. Stingers hurt Ulfie's throat. Now, what do you want from me, honeybee?
Right, what are all these weird instruments?
What are all those weird instruments around the bridges for?
Usually those horns are used to summon its associated bridge troll to fill the gap. But we have removed all mouthpieces, until we get word from the head of the guild. Ulfie was instructed to keep all his horns hidden from humans. I keep mine under my butt.
Nice. But why are all the bridges
Can
out?
you share with me why all the bridges seem to be missing in Daventry?
Well, little honeybee, until further notice, the Bridge Troll Guild is officially on strike. For too long have we, the bridges, have been stomped on by sharp-pointed shoes of the puny guards. And do they care that my back breaks out in an itchy rash from all that marching? Of course not. As Pilar says, for shame, Daventry. We're not going back to work until the kingdom can take better care of their roads. I should be at the meeting, but Ulfie always shows up fashionably late. Right when the croissants are served.
Do you know where I can
You
find an
wouldn't happen
eye?
to know where I can find an eye of a beast, would you?
Is it time for the tournament already? I thought that was on Tuesday. Oh, bother, my memory's failing again. Ulfie's been suffering from sleep deprivation. A very rude monster has been snarling in the bushes behind my back.
Is this monster you speak of hideous, perchance?
Snarling Snarlax is legendarily hideous. Those puny guards of Daventry
Obviously,
will
that's
surely
what I'm
be
gonna get then.
impressed by his eye. It is rumored the beast has 2 purple eyes with bright blue, glowing pupils, 6 legs, 3 claws, and 1 tooth. I could let you cross and perhaps even help you with that fire-eyed monster, but since Ulfie didn't eat you, Ulfie needs a pick-me-up. This big tooth is a sweet one. If you bring me something to eat, I'll consider helping you.
Alright.
Happy trails.
Buzz back quickly, honeybee. Ulfie is starving.
I have meat, mushrooms, and I've got star fruit. Star fruit? Is that what it was called? Starberries. Let's try the starberries. Starberries. Here you go.
Those are sweet, but only when cooked.
Okay. Will you eat pink sugar shrooms?
Those are sweet, but only when cooked.
What about raw meat?
Meat is not sweet. Therefore, Ulfie will not eat.
Okay, so I'll be back. I need to cook. Either the berries or the shrooms. I do know a place that has cauldron that I could possibly use for cooking. It's the potion shop upstairs here. I mean, I don't have any money, so hopefully they won't want paying.
You aren't the delivery boy, are you? That merchant is usually so prompt with our rare, miraculous, and oftentimes delicious ingredients.
Oh, horse feathers, Chester. This boy's no courier. He desires a position in King Edward's court. He appears to be a compassionate gentleman, but he is clearly out of his comfort zone. He is one who needs to think more with his brain and less with his heart if he is going to defeat the contenders in this year's night tournament.
Zounds! Did you just read my fortune?
No, we're just very old and very judgmental people.
It's true we're judges. This is my judging phase.
Ariel and I don't read fortunes anymore.
Yep. There was no future in it.
Well, we've shifted our core business to potions, curiosities, and the occasional practical joke. We gladly share our wisdom for free, but everything else starts at one shiny gold coin.
Take a look around, boy. Let us know if you like anything you see.
I actually just want
Something
to cook
mysterious and magical was brewing in that pot. Something mysterious and magical.
I was actually trying to look at the purple flame.
Pot. It looked like some type of broken lantern.
What are these little guys?
Those are bird bombs. Our own invention.
Kinda like a smoke bomb, but they release gas that will cause your victim to cluck like a chicken. Temporarily, of course.
Those ones are expired, though, so they're just for display.
Something mysterious.
I wasn't trying to look at that. I was trying to go upstairs. Well, I really want to cook.
He reminds me of our son.
Can I cook
I
those?
should probably ask first before I go dipping things in there.
Okay, well, let's ask then. What's brewing?
So, I've just gotta know, what is brewing in that cauldron? Is it a transfiguration elixir? Is it an invincibility potion? If I drink it, will I understand the language of creatures? Will I sprout the wings of an eagle? Or a fly?
Oh, this teeth-whitening potion.
Oh, it's gonna change everything.
Watch this. Behold the power of whitening.
Oh, well. Oh, well, we're still working out the kinks. While we're still in the prototype phase, feel free to dip whatever you want in there free of charge.
Right then.
Fare thee well.
May your quest be logic-filled.
I'm going to start dipping shit in the potion. Start with starberries.
Go ahead, dip it.
Astounding.
I'm also going to dip the shrooms.
Go ahead and dunk it.
Ta-da!
What about if I dunk the raw meat?
This will work great for dipping. Ta-da!
Oh, alright, I'm done. Thank you very much. Ah, actually. What if I then hold it over the flames?
He reminds me of our son.
I think I know where you use this.
He dreamed of
wasn't
becoming a knight, too. I wish he would visit more.
All I've done is dyed them purple.
Quite handy around the shop, though, especially with potions.
He'll return. He just has some adventure.
So all I've done so far is managed to dye them purple. I still need to cook them. Hang on. Bakery. Maybe I can cook things in the bakery. Oh, that's one impressive mustachio.
Hello there, and good afternoon.
Good
if
afternoon.
I do say so myself. Sometimes you roll the dice, and they all come up wenty. Even though the bridges are out, and my supplier has gone missing, I sold yesterday's bread when I wasn't even here. I wish more people were that trustworthy around Daventry.
I didn't give you
Now,
3 gold.
you fine strapping
I
lad.
gave you 1.
How may I
I
help?
could do with one of them back though.
I am here to serve.
It smells so good.
What's today's special?
Oh, well, today I am baking up quite the treat. Grandma's star shroom pie. A delicacy big enough to feed an army. Or someone with the appetite of an army. I've eaten it in one sitting before.
Nice.
Well, don't judge. No one would trust a skinny baker, now would they? Unfortunately, my ingredients haven't been delivered. But I can't complete
What do
the
you
recipe.
need?
Until those bridges get fixed, people will just have to settle for the love in my goat hoof pie instead. Tell you what, if you can find me some starberries and sugar shrooms, you can have this monster pie for the discounted price of 1 gold coin.
Got any free samples?
Oh, today only. I'm letting people sample our new walnut strudel. However, I ran out of bitterroot. It's really nasty on its own, but it really brings out the nutty flavor of the strudel. It usually grows under big, heavy rocks. If you can find me some, you can have all the free samples you want.
Good day.
Have a sweet
I don't know
day.
I mean, I can try giving him the shrooms and starberries that I have, but I don't know if... Because then he's going to want to charge me for the pie anyway.
These starberries look a bit off, but they smell good. Oh well, bakers can't be choosers. Thanks. Now, if you can find me the sugar shrooms, she's all yours for the discounted rate of 1 shiny gold coin.
Why would I dye them purple? Because he just says they look off.
I've never seen purple sugar shrooms before. Hopefully these will still work. Now, if you pass me 1 shiny gold coin, Grandma's giant star shroom pie is all yours.
I don't have any money, so...
The sign read, "Ask us about our free samples."
Okay. Let's go out this door. Close the door behind me. I think it's up here that the thorn bush was. I think. Yeah, there it is. I'm going to use my weed whacker. Oh, look at it go. The whacking of... Oh. I've just lost it. Right, okay. But it opened up this path. Is that one of the knights? Is that a chucker? Little shit.
I was a few steps behind, but I was hopeful a beast was in that well, and I wanted an eye to impress everyone.
But Grandpa, the dragon lives down there.
I didn't know that yet, Gwendolyn, and pretend you don't either. This story takes place before the one I told you last night. Sometimes a story is best told out of order.
Oh, got it.
Okay, but I know if I can just get the cooked stuff for the troll. And he wants something sweet. And he'll help me with the eye of the hideous... Did he say the snark?
I was out of my league down there, but I had something to prove.
He was going to help me with the... I think he said the Snarlax. Left one, we know will die. Let's use the right one.
Hey! Whatever's down here, it's mine.
I'm not going to flick the left one because we know what happens. Oh, there's a dragon. Ah, now the dragon had an arrow in its eye. Does that mean that a chucker got it, or did I get it? Oh god, do I have to remember which ones? Which ones? Follow him.
Water.
Forward. Cross. Oh god. How am I supposed to remember all that?
Affamata. 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 Affamata.
Oh. I wasn't
and then
even
we
watching.
paused there for some
Oh.
tea and cake.
I wasn't
No,
even
we
watching
didn't.
swingy thing.
Water.
Goes forward. Cross. 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 Forward. Okay. I just have to watch for the swinging pendulum of doom.
Affamata. 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 Water.
Okay, right, forward, left, back. Whoa, I remembered it.
Wait, 2 eyes?
Yes, and another surprise.
Oh. He can breathe fire.
Excitement.
Not sure what he's talking about. You walk, fly. Huh? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. I'll try and figure this out. Right, we've got barrels. In here. Oh. Yeah. Run. I don't want to get burnt by the dragon. See. No, right. Go. Oh. Go on, grab the rope.
I took the long way, he took the astounding way. No matter, that I would be mine.
Oh,
The story
I wasn't
sure
paying
is
attention. I thought I could just go across and I got burnt. I have to make sure I'm behind stuff. I don't want to get burned by the fire. No, come on, I can do this. Did I mean to barge into him? I'm not sure. Run. Run, come on, I chuck out. Get out of my way. Oh, of course he can. For him, it's skydiving. I just bounce off everything. I bet I'll fall in the cage. Yep, I'm in the cage. Great. Absolutely fucking wonderful. Is he gonna let me out? So I'm stuck in the cage. He appears to be just stuck in the... You're shitting me. Oh no, he's not going to go out that way. You want some help from me? Are you going to let me out? Duka. Okay, not that one. I was supposed to learn his language. I didn't.
Stalama! Stalama!
That's better. And now do the other one. Cool. Yay, I'm free. Do what I want. Any old time. Right, I guess I'm going to go through the little hole. Some old dead knights. What are you going for? So he's pointing to the tail on the dragon. Giant shield. No, don't do anything just yet. I have to set these shields up, I think, so that he can... Oh, this is going to ring a bell. Probably wasn't the right thing to do.
That dragon was certainly not on a short leash.
Right, what's up here? Can I get up here?
Looks like now I needed him.
What about if I, Right, can't go back in there. He's impatiently waiting for me. Can I go across here?
Buta!
Go on then.
Up and up.
Fair enough. I'm going to do it step by step so I can figure out exactly which section needs to be set.
Buta!
Up and up.
Yeah. That's how I get across here. The rope has gone. Did I undo it?
Buta!
No, not at this point. Oh, maybe actually. Take it down, put it back up again.
Buta!
Still on.
Ooh. Buta!
Up and up.
Buta!
Yep.
Up and up.
He's got a lot of rope. You just realise that. I mean, a lot of rope. Can I push this out of the way? Do I need to push this out of the way? Right.
Buta!
Go on then.
Up and up.
How do I get to that one in the middle?
Buta!
Up and up.
Buta!
Still on.
Ooh.
Yeah, we know that's not going to work if we get him to shoot. I need to get over to that area, but the area on the right by his tail, but I can't get there. So, what if I move this back this way?
Buta!
Up and up.
Doesn't really help.
Buta!
Still on.
I'm going to take this shield down. And then it'll go, the rope will go through to where the shield was, but as the shield's not there, it goes straight through. Maybe hits the bigger shield on the wall.
Up and up.
Which means I can now get to the section in the middle. Put that shield up and then get him to shoot again.
Buta!
Up and up.
Oh. Oh, I know what I'm doing. No, no, no shooting. Salama. Salama.
Buta!
Off and up.
I'll use the rope to get back. We'll be able to go all the way back and then pull the cord again to ring the bell. It should move the dragon. One. Off comes the door. Puzzle solved. He didn't throw the rope down to me. Oh, what a dick. A dick move. Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah. Hat. Cute. Still after an eye, though. Ow. You just dropped me on my head. I'm hungry. I'm a minute. Maybe 20 minutes more. Then I'll call it a day. I want to go down there. What's this do? Oh, it opens the door. There you go. Come in. Come in. He's going to keep letting me try, so he's going to teach me how to use. Yay, I did it. Oh, the sheer joy. Can I interact with the bottle? No. Where'd he go? He just sort of straight. Oh, there he is in front of me.
Hey, do you think we could share that dragon eye?
Shrekky, affirmata.
My thoughts exactly.
He's stuck. Go on, push.
Shrekky. Buta.
If I say yes and he shoots it, I bet the dragon gets away. he ate him. Or killed him. And now he's coming after me. Oh. I made it. Did I get the eye? Oh, don't cry. Oh, and that's his skeleton that I take the bow from later. Or in the previous story.
I'm done. I am done. This is not for me.
Going somewhere?
Yes, I'm going home. Where I belong. I was promised wonder and adventure and fantastical floating islands. And what I got was a Daventry that will never live up to what it once was.
Daventry needs you, Graham. I know it's not what you expected, but give it time. We can work through the kinks together. It can be great once again with the right people in charge.
I'm not that person. And you should stop believing in me. It could get you killed.
Fine. Leave. Be a dentist for all I care. I guess Achaka was wrong.
What?
Nothing. It was nice meeting you, Graham.
Spill it.
Well, Achaka and I were chatting during your chivalry test, and he had some thoughts about you.
Oh, aye.
Didn't you find it odd that Achaka entered this tournament, Graham? Did he ever tell you why?
What? He might have. But I only learned 2 words of his language.
A horrendous famine struck Achaka's village, Ichtuwe. He left his suffering family to enter this tournament. He hoped to seek an audience with the king to plead for help. It was a long shot, even for him.
Oh, great. So because of me, a whole village will starve. That makes me feel better.
No. Because of you, a village will be saved. Achaka was impressed by you. He told me he was watching you on your travels to Daventry, and that you seemed like the type of person that could inspire change. More so than those bucketheads, anyways. If you're not going to compete for yourself or me, do it for the Ichtuans. They need you. You're their last hope.
For those brave souls that are still with us, welcome back. Now, you may have heard some squawking from a few naysayers in our kingdom concerned with the ethics of the tournament. But proclamations and addendums aside, this is the way we have always done it in Daventry, and this is the way we will continue to do it. Now, Knight Hopefuls, if you would be so kind as to present your eyes.
Hold still.
Alright, so I'll present my eye then. Go on then.
I'd look happier if that was my eye.
I'd look less happy if that was my face.
Look who's talking.
Yes, look who is talking.
Congratulations, everybody. We officially accept all the eyes presented. I'll see you in the duels.
Take that and that! Oh. Mr. Springbottom. What? You're surprised I'm competing in the stuffed animal tournament? You know what? I will make some stories of my own. I'll pick up where my last book left off. It was called 31 Ways to Slay a Monster.
Okay. Oh, don't hit Mr. Springbottom. Buffy Bottom, whatever his name was.
Hi-ya! That's what you get, Mr. Springbottom. Hi-ya!
Gwendolyn!
I'm sorry, Grandma.
Oh, I'll take care of it, dear. I came to tell you your grandfather is ready for you. Run along, go have some adventures. Just try to have your next adventure away from my glass vases, please.
Now it's time for my favourite part of the tournament, the duels. Haha! You will compete against each other in a duel of strength and a duel of speed, with the winners facing off in a championship duel of wits.
The pairings of knights were selected at random, so no complaining. I'm looking at you, Whisper.
Any ties will be settled in sudden death. The winner, of course, will gain the knight position.
The duel of strength will take place at our fantastical and wondrous floating island.
And bring your steed to the tournament theatre for the duel of speed.
Please unveil the tournament board.
I will remain here for any questions.
Good luck!
Right, I think this is actually a good place before I get wrapped up in the tournament. This is actually a good place to finish up for the day. So let me switch over to here. Let's save the game. Need to save it? Oh, it probably auto-saved. Cool. So, I had fun. I'm glad I finished Cayne. That was a bit creepy, strange, but fun nonetheless. And this is a complete change of pace. Nice and funny, nice and light-hearted. It feels very much like playing Dragon's Lair, although with more interaction. Dragon's Lair was very much press the right button at the right time, but this is a lot better than that, gameplay-wise. But that's what it feels like. It's good fun. It's still on chapter 1. So next stream, which should be tomorrow evening, around 7:30 BST, we'll be carrying on with chapter 1 of A Knight's Tale. Is it called A Knight's Tale? No, it wasn't. It was called A Night to Remember, King's Quest. And I hope to see you all there. So have a very good Sunday. Be good to yourselves, be good to others, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Just forget